Alrighty, I am back. And I just wanna. Yep, okay, that's correct. Cool. This time, I'm not falling asleep because it's not like 8:30 at night. I should also be going longer today. It feels weird because I have nothing going in my ears right now. Hang on, if I do this, then that's gonna actually sound really weird, isn't it? All right. My mic seems quiet. I don't know why. That might just be my earphone stuff. Yep. So I'm just gonna do some more Fire Emblem Awakening. I found the game from what I've played so far, quite fun. And it's my first Fire Emblem, so let's just get right into it. Yeah, let's zoom out. See that? That's not options can I increase monastery camera rotation speed. Auto advance. That's better. Okay. Can I talk to you guys? No. Eldegard.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk.
Hresvelk? What a
I am
name.
the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I
Okay.
wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Tell me more about yourself.
Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Oh? Okay. Imperial lineage multiplies experience earned by 1.2. Strengths and literally everything. Oh, no, never mind. Weaknesses in bows and magic? It's probably magic. Yeah, it's probably magic. She's noble. Okay. Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Okay. Grant +5 with Gambit. She's weak to a fair few things. Ferdinand.
For
That's
some
Grover's
reason,
uncle.
he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating.
He has no weaknesses. Grants hit slash with 15 when you use that force.
His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status. He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
Oh my god, if unit takes no action except weight, recovers up to 10% of max HP.
If
That's
he
amazing.
had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire. He's the second son of Count Burgles. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Okay. So I'm going to go through all these for all houses.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Okay.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Okay. Petra.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
Then why is she a commoner?
Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Shouldn't she be a noble then? Okay. I don't know how that works.
Pardon me.
Yeah, I ain't a new student. Oh. How do I... Map. Full map. How do I get... How do I full map? There it is. Can I... There we go.
You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Okay. Thanks. Also, that is a huge frickin' shield.
Huh?
You're a kid. You're a very small kid. Yes! How do I get Dimitri to be my friend? Yeah, I ain't getting involved in that. That. Oh, Claude's gonna talk to me, not the other way around. Cool.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess
Yeah.
that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
Oh.
Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Everyone.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Okay. Not helpful whatsoever.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said,
good.
deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Raphael.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
Okay.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
He looks like he would be a scholar. Sorry about stereotypes, but that's just scholar look.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Oh, you're horrible.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess. Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay?
I do want to talk to you
This
before we go.
classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
That's what I've heard.
That's so.
Well, scored. I guess I'm guess. Have you met the folks from the Golden?
Okay, but I talked to him.
Hello.
That's Dimitri. Okay. I'm gonna talk to him last. Buongiorno.
Hey.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Yeah, I could tell.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre,
Oh, that's
legitimate
Ferdinand.
son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house.
Why do I have a feeling there's an illegitimate son in that family?
Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Oh yeah, I'm joining your class, probably as a teacher.
Bernadette, are you going?
Same thing again. Cool. You guys won't talk to me. There will you. You will.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks.
He looks like a vampire.
This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Vodland terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Okay. Need more sleep, is it true?
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, it's Caspar, not Casper. Sorry about that.
Leonhard, goodbye.
I like him.
Yeesh, Leonard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
I love the design of this guy's clothing. I legit want a robe like that.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Sure.
Hey.
Yeah, I've already talked to you. Okay, let's stop.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Cool.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever
Okay.
require my strength, Please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Okay.
Ah,
Yes. I have heard
Yes.
all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
We'll see
Felix,
about that.
must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Cool.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
My name is Mercedes. No relation to Mercedes.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Is everyone here?
That's so.
I need to speak to everyone here.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Sure.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Okay, who was Lawrence again? Cause that guy seems like a jerk.
I guess I'm guess. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer? He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, that said, deep down he's.
Okay.
What do you think?
hi.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Okay, you seem a bit arrogant as well. Say, I just want to see what he says about Lysithea because she seems arrogant.
I'm guessing. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer? Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and it's probably the youngest
it's her.
student. But watch out, she gets angry.
Okay. No, that makes sense now.
What do you think?
Probably just as used to being
Hey,
ignored.
are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
And finally, this corner.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nope. Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Okay. He has a short memory.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
What? What do you want?
You're a
I
vampire.
am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
Wonderful personality. Okay. Let's talk to Dimitri then.
Hello. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
What a name.
Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
All of them.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Okay.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years.
Right, yes. Okay.
He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
The fuck does taciturn mean? Give me a second, I need to look up that word. Reserved or uncommunicative. Okay.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalions assigned. Or battalion endurance
He
0.
gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Okay.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Okay, cool. Being adopted son into a noble house would probably do that to you.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Okay.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
When healing any ally with white magic, you know, recovers the same HP. Cool. That's actually really cool. Annette.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
So she's good with sorcery.
She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Weaknesses. Bows. Whatever the hell that symbol is. Cooking. Ingrid.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate your effort.
I'll speak to Theo's. Cool. An iron sword. I'll go there myself, then teleport.
Yes.
Pardon me.
I'm not allowed through there yet. Cool. I believe I've talked to everyone that I can.
What do you think?
Unless I can go upstairs, which I don't think I can.
Yes.
What do you think? That's so.
I think I want to find the stairs.
Hello.
Yes.
I can. Cool. I want to talk to everyone I can.
Hi.
Let's see. I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
Okay.
What happened? Here
Hey!
I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Cool. Also, by the way, don't get used to Byleth's voice. The guy that I'm playing as, even though he doesn't have much voice work, because it's going to change.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected you'd take some time. Exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall. Flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door. Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
Yeah, I don't like you. Stop.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I hope I get to do more with him because I like him. Yeah.
Let's see. What happened?
Yeah. Sorry, I have to.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodlan. I am Tomas,
Let me
the
in.
librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Let me in. I want to go to the library. Sorry, I work in my public library. I love libraries. What are the other rooms? One of them's gonna have to be my office, won't it? What's that? That room's closed. That's closed. That's dead end. Oh, that was her.
Let's see.
Set this office.
What happened?
Captain's quarters.
Let's see.
That'll probably be. Oh no, that's a wall. Definitely won't. That definitely won't be my quarters. Yeah. Okay, I can go see the
Let's see.
Lady Rhea now. I'm pretty sure that's everyone I have to meet. Wrong way. Sorry.
A moment, please.
Yes.
Thank you. I thought I was going to be stuck in there. I was like, huh? It's the 23rd of the 4th month.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Okay?
What do you think? You there? Yes.
Where's the audience chamber on the 2nd floor?
What do you think?
It must be on the 2nd floor. I don't remember going downstairs, so. No. Turn.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
You're a jackass.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. all so different. I hope you've made it a point to get
I'm
to know
going
each
with
of
the
them.
Black Eagles.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
I love magic. I love archery. I love magic in games. I absolutely just always go for magic. A house for students. Yeah, sure.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's
I like
little
her.
sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
I like her.
Let us focus on the topic
I don't like him.
hand. There is something you should be aware of.
I'm an evil git.
In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Cool. I'm gonna make you look stupid.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
He's me.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status.
I like that.
Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order. Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
It's the vampire.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
I'm gonna like this game. I'm gonna like this house. Aiming reforms may sometimes approach from strongholds and stairs. Makes sense. I love that little 16-bit figure in the bottom left. I don't know how long I'm shooting for. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Cool. Receive 1,000 gold from the church services funding for this month's activities. Good amount of money. It's the 26th.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
Legit? I thought he meant like a noble crest. Like it's in the house's emblem. And what? And the design that would be on a signet ring of the head of house.
Crests are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Does a crest have anything to do with having a conscience?
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Ahem. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research.
Can I help?
But for now...
Mark here, Spencer.
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world?
Fire?
Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Should it have anything to do with my conscience?
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
No one session that relates each week. You'll have one day off when you may choose an activity from the list. The only option at first will be explore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. So the Empire was founded by her, or however that screen goes. Greetings all, please assist me by catching a delectable fish for the sink. Something celebration. And like some help growing vegetables. Pretty appetizing if anyone's interested in sharing a meal. Ladies preferred. There's that. Of course it looks like that. I love this. Okay, I'm sticking with this because I love that. So that's the dormitory. Dormitory 1F occupants. So as the head of the house, sorry for the creaking of the mic. I guess I stay in the same dormitory as them. Why is Seth? Yeah. That's my quarters. Those will be the quarters of the other students and such. There's Claude.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Okay.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them. When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
I mean, obviously, that's just battle tactics.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course. Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order? You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing. The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers' Academy is welcome to make use of. For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds. I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here. Have you noticed the bulletin boards placed around the monastery?
Nope.
Those contain requests people have posted, as well as helpful information from the market. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available for your use.
I thought all facilities were available to everyone.
The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month. You should take your time when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the facilities, well, you need to be more careful about that. If you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
Alright, we're certain 50 points. Okay.
A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers Academy, so it's important to hone your skills. To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
Cool. Your maximum ability points raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Awesome.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
What? I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave. I care nothing if you...
Yeah, you're a rude person. Just go with person.
Professor!
Who's the person's highlighted in blue?
Let me tell you the provenance of our class name. The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Fair. So this is my desk? Interesting. Do the colors mean...
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Right. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the kingdom capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the school of magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hi, Professor. How are you doing? If you're not busy, would you like to join me on a little trip into town? If I'm cooped up in this dusty old monastery for too long, it drives me absolutely crazy.
Okay, so that might be something I can do. Golden Deer classroom. There's two people in the corner here.
Something else.
This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different class, right?
Yep.
Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Thanks.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Already have. Bloody hell, there's a lot of people that want to talk to me.
Listen.
Dining hall. Okay. That's a large dining hall.
Professor, I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with speaking. If my ways of speech are causing a burden, I hope you will have forgiveness.
That's fine.
Yes. I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
There's literally food right. Okay.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
That's fine.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
Head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you and speak with the fish keeper direction. Sure. Dormitory unlocked the ability to fast travel there. Visit dormitory to unlock. Okay. That's everyone I need to speak to here. Greetings. Greenhouse and fishing pond, okay. Yes. To begin fishing, first select your bait. Wait until you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch, then press the A button to hook it. Don't wait too long or the fish will escape with the bait. Press the A button when the circle is overlapped to reduce stamina of the hooked fish. Once the stamina is depleted, you will have to successfully caught the fish. If the line breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fish line increases with your professor level. Repeated excellent timing will create combos that reduce the fish's stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing, I'll open to you into more valuable fish than usual. Plains bait. Oh, that was easy enough. Caracius. The small fish is common to all regions. If Fodland is somehow connected to St. Sethlian? On board.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Okay. Got a few dogs here.
Unbelievable. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
Okay. Apparently, professors aren't allowed to go where they want.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps.
Sure.
I could just forget all about my assignment. Yeah.
I am the professor, so.
Let's see. I'm a little busy. If you're looking for the greenhouse, it's right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it.
Where did I leave the broom? Oh no.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Gardening has not been unlocked yet. Well. Stop yawning. dormitory. Thought I've already been to the dormitory.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice.
Okay,
You know,
then.
Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers' Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see.
Oh, God.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
So Sylvia was one of my students. Okay.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to.
Yeah, I'm Captain Gerald's kid.
It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Once again, he's my father.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Hi. That's fair. I'm the same. Also, I'm really not centered to my webcam, sorry.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Oh, Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Okay.
As it were.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness.
You don't need to do that.
I have a request.
Grow plants in the greenhouse, take dead seeds in this greenhouse, keep it how to grow crops. Cool.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Okay.
These are the students' quarters. To as a speaking
I didn't want to talk to you.
Professor, listen to this.
I've already talked to you all.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
A person after my own heart.
In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
I like her.
Here's an idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest.
Do you know who the
Of course,
beginning is?
There are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Okay.
I hear a member of House Stressville, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Okay.
Hello.
What an name.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Okay.
Indeed. As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Fair.
All right. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I need to go to the second floor. Oh, the stairs are on this side. Okay. Here's an idea. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. I also want to see the library. Yes, there's quite a few people I can talk to. Let's go this way first. Oh, this is Rhea.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
Thank you. I'm sure I won't disappoint. Hopefully, but I don't really know how much combat in this game works so far, so... Hi.
I think Captain Geralt has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Yeah, he really doesn't look that old.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple square inches would do.
Ow.
No, perhaps some blood. A couple of drops on the device are all I need. Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research.
Must learn.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
I don't like you. I really don't like you. You're creepy. Wait, I did talk to him.
Oh, thank you, Professor.
Okay, now let's talk to my dad.
Church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
You've grown old. Is that the library? I want to see the library. I love libraries.
I think.
Huh? Well...
Okay, those are still locked. It's alright. Go into the library.
trouble you?
Register of Empire Nobles. Here we go. Register of prominent noble houses of the Undressing Empire. This document is especially for official use by the Church of Zero. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this document. House her Restvelg? I'll be right back, actually. I need to get some water. There we go. For some reason, change over. I want to try turning on my air, just see if it's not too loud because it's hot in here. Okay. Is this loud? Let me just. Test. Give me a second. I need to. Give me a second. I can't tell how bad that is. So I'm going to quickly just leave this room, keep it on this slide, and check on my phone. Be right back. That is insanely loud. see how that is. Okay, it's a bit noticeable, but I need it on for a little bit. Actually, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to turn off that light, and I'm just going to open my blinds, actually. Give me a second. Yeah, that's better for lighting. Ow. And that allows me to have my air on for a little bit. And I'm not having a freaking light there. It's burning. Okay. Back. And I need to restart this because I accidentally didn't turn. Oh. That's why that seems so weird to me. Give me a second. Turn off audio monitoring. That's better. Register of prominent. Okay, a register of prominent noble house. Prominent noble house of the Andressian Empire. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Saros. Students are forbidden to remove or pursue this document. 1179th edition. House of Velg. The most distinguished noble house of the Empire, tracing its roots all the way back to the great Emperor Wilhelm. It has been the governing house of the Empire for 1100 years. In addition to the first Emperor, its lineage is also traced back to Saint Saros herself, which is why generations of emperors are believed to bear the crest of Saros. House Horacevilk resides in Enbar, the imperial capital, claiming all of its surrounding territory as domain. It boasted supreme authority both within the empire and without until the insurrection of the Seven in 1171, in which much of its power was stripped away from the nobility. Away by the nobility. In recent years, a series of misfortunes has plagued this storied house, and some believe dark clouds hover over the future of Horacevilk's reign. House Agir, a house of dukes possessing great power within the empire, second only to the house of Horacevilk. The head of the house came to occupy the post of prime minister, rendering the title of hereditary. One thereafter. House Agir led the insurrection of the Seven, and in any ways holds the true power governing the empire. House of Vestra, a house of marquesses without a domain, existing in the shadow of House Horacevilk. In addition to managing the darker tasks of the empire, it is responsible for the emperor's periphery affairs, including coordinating things such as ceremonies and rituals, imperial consorts, and the imperial guard. House Vestra was aligned with House Agir in the insurrection. House Hevering, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the empire's domestic affairs, particularly those relating to administration, finance, and the judiciary. It frequently clashes with the Ministry of Military Affairs over these matters. Much of its territory lies in the Ogma Mountains, and as such it enjoys the fruits of a lucrative mining industry. House Burglees, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of Military Affairs. It commands all the armies that do not directly belong to the Emperor. During times of war, the head of house becomes the Imperial Army's commander-in-chief. Their territory encompasses most of the Empire's main breadbasket, Gronderfield. That's so close to Gondor. House of Arley, a house of counts that has inherited rule over the Emperor's Ministry of Religion, whose main responsibility is to maintain amiable relations with the Church of Saros. However, due to the estrangement of the Church from the Empire in recent years, it is now more involved with the judiciary, causing political strife within the Ministry of the Interior. Register of Empire Nobles, Part 2. Same thing there. House Gareth, a house of dukes that has inherited rule over the Empire's Ministry of the Exterior. Diplomacy, foreign relations, and relations become between various provinces and the capital fall under its purview. It worked hard to ensure the ceasefire that ended both the Bridget and Dagda campaigns. Though complicit in the insurrection, it remains distant from associated houses. House of Arundel, formerly a minor noble house of the Empire, as head of the house when Volkard's younger sister became betrothed to Emperor Ionius the Ninth. Volkard was granted the title of Lord Arundel. Having worked closely within House Agir, House Arundel is seen as one of the chief instigators of the insurrection of the Seven. House Hrim, a house of imperial viscounts, resisting Emperor Ionius' the Ninth's policy of power centralization. It set out to join the alliance and secure independence from the Empire, but was unable to overcome the Imperial Army's intervention. In the aftermath, the house's main genetic line was wiped out. Its current head of house is an adoptee. House Nouvelle, a house of imperial viscounts with territory on the western coast of the Empire centered around its namesake harbor city of Nouvelle. The house flourished thanks to the commerce with Dagda, Albinia, and Brigid, and other territories, ever since it fell into ruin in 1175, after permitting the combined invading forces of Dagda and Brigid armies to make landfall. House Oaks? I don't know. A house of imperial barons. Its territory occupies the northern half of the western peninsula known as Fodlan's Fangs. The head of house was lost to the Dagda and Brigid War. House Bartels, a house of imperial barons, highly ambitious. It sought out and acquired several crests for its bloodline. Acquired, not acquainted. In 1176, many members, including the head of the house, died under unexplained circumstances. The deed was attributed to the heir, Emile, I don't know. As his whereabouts are unknown, leadership of the house fell into a distant relative. Register of Kingdom Nobles. A register of prominent noble houses to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. This document, expressly for official use by the Church of Sarah, students are forbidden to remove or pursue this documentation. 1179 edition. Give me a second, I have to check them out. House Bladed. The house claims. This house claims of the 10 elites as its ancestor. It has ruled the kingdom for over 400 years, ever since Luke the King Alliance claimed victory in the War of the Eagle and Lion in 1751. This secured the kingdom's independence from the Industриan Empire, after which Luke was crowned as its inaugural king of the churches by the Church of Saros. House something resides in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, claiming all of the surrounding territories as domain and many of the fiefdoms in the north of Fodland as its vassals. With the passing of King Lambert in 1176, his older brother, Grand Duke Rufus of Itha, assumed the burden of ruling the kingdom in the young crown prince's stead. Even still, strife and disorder continued to plague the land. House Freldarius. This house of dukes claims Freldarius of the Ten Elites as its ancestor. It is one of the most ancient houses on record, even amongst kingdom nobility. It is said that Kyphon, the sworn friend of Luke, the king of lions, was also related to the hero Freldarius. House Gautier. Gautier? I don't know. The House of Margraves claims Gautier of the Ten Elites is its ancestor. Its territory lies in the northmost reach of the kingdom. As such, it has safeguarded kingdom territory against incursions by the people of Shreng region for over 200 years. House Charon, I don't know. The House of Counts claims Charon of the Ten Elites as its ancestor, tasked with negotiating between the resistance armies of the Church and Ceres during the War of the Eagle Line. The head of House Charon continues the tradition of ceremonial competition in the kingdom. House Galatea, with House Daphnel, when House Daphnel won the cornerstone of the Leicester Alliance, was divided in two over the inherited feud. Half of them defected to Fargus and established House Galatea, which was granted the noble title of Count. Much of its territory consists of frigid wasteland where a severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. House Rao, the noble house that once held territory in the Northern Empire. When the fortress city of Ariane Road was constructed within its domain, it revolted against the Empire and pledged the entirety of its territory, including Aaronhood, to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. For this contribution, it was awarded the noble title of Count. This house originally held no more than a lordship over a single castle in the west of the kingdom, but was awarded the noble title of Viscount for its great success in the subjugation of Dusker region in 1176. Afterwards, it was granted the Dusker region as its feudal state. Register of the King of Kingdom Nobles. From of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. This is the exact same one as that one. Oh, that was the Alliance Nobles. Christ. House Bladed. This house claims that it has ruled the kingdom for No, I haven't read this one. House Regan. The leading house of Leicester Alliance and descends of one of the Ten Elites. It's a Crescent Moon War. In the Crescent Moon War of 881, they spearheaded the move towards independence in the kingdom, as well as the establishment of a republic by its former vassals. They have held a esteemed responsibility of leading the Alliance Round Table ever since. The position of this House of Dukes lies on the noble rank bestowed upon it by the kingdom. Well before the Alliance's founding, the current Duke Regan's heir, Godfrey, died in an accident while on duty. While he did leave behind a surviving daughter, she is presently unaccounted for. House Garnero. Descendants of one of the Ten Elites, it is a military house. I want to know what these Ten Elites are. It is a military house that is chiefly attached with the military strikes and defense against the Elmerian army, mostly due to its territory's position in the east. Lord Holst, the next head of the house, is widely renowned as the Alliance's bravest general. House Ordelia, a house that counts with land in the east of Leicester territory. In 1167, it was involved in the House Hiram's rebellion, and the Empire retaliated by repeatedly meddling in the house's internal affairs, leading to a sharp decline in its noble standing. House Gloucester. Descendants of one of the Ten Elites, there it is again. The House of Counts hails from southern Leicester territory. I want to say Leicester, but it's just Leicester Alliance. The current head of house is ambition, excels at public relations, and has an influential voice amongst the 5 noble families with voting rights at the Leicester Alliance Round Table, second only to House Regan. House Edmund, a house of Margraves with land in the north of Leicester's territory. Its beneficial trade policies emphasize fair use of personal harbors, have awarded the house a great deal of clout, to such a degree that it will eventually accept into the ranks of the 5 great lords of the Alliance. Their current head of house is a renowned orator. House Daphne, descendants of one of the 10 leads and formerly amongst the 5 great lords of the Alliance, that lost much power due to an internal discord. For the last several generations, no head of house Daphne has borne a crest. In spite of this, it still maintains its status as a noble family.
Say now, Tomas has served as the monastery's librarian for decades. Actually, he was away from Dorabach for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery archives as he is.
Okay. And there's more to read. Good. Good.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Ceros.
Yep.
The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Oh, I have been.
What?
Okay, I've read those. The Book of Ceros Part No.
That's
Part 2. Part 1. The Revelation, the goddess is all things. Oh god. She is heaven above and land below. She is eternity incarnate. She is the present, the past, and the future. Is she the beginning? Her eyes see all, her ears hear all, her hands receive all. She who was graced with the holy word of the divine goddess, who was to her magnificence is the one called Ceros. She is a messenger of the heavens, the bridge between the lands above and below, and her blessings shall be tidings of peace to all. With the goddess's omnipotence and wisdom to guide her, Ceros ensures that her will be done. It should be. As the goddess's sword, Ceros wards away evil. As the goddess's child, Ceros makes emperors of mortals. As the goddess's wings, Ceros elevates her people. As the goddess's voice, Ceros spreads the word of love. The sublime sword is entrusted to you. The emperors are crowned before you. Those wings clear your path. The voices whisper words of truth. May the blessing of the goddess follow you always.
Hey there.
Hi. The creation. In the beginning, amid the great cloudless ocean, Fodland came to be. At the end of the long journey, the goddess glimpsed the land and there alighted. Upon that sacred ground, she breathed life into the world and created all the creatures upon it. By the goddess's hand, plants took root, birds took the sky, and animals roamed the land. Last of all, she created humanity. When humans wished for power, she granted it. She gifted them the blessing of the heavens and of the earth. By over the magical arts, humanity attained great power, yet unaware that great power portends great evil. By the grace of the goddess's divine protection, humanity thrived. Through her blessing, they grew prosperous, and their numbers rose. Before long, they became the most powerful creatures in all of Fodland, as well until darkness descended from the north, darkness that devoured the earth, descended the heavens, and threw the world and its inhabitants into a state of chaos. To face the evil, the goddess created a new well of power. She gifted certain individuals with scarce blood, sacred blood, allowing them to wield mystical weapons that they may prevail against the darkness. These souls buoyed their divine gifts, conquered the evil ones, and drove them back to the north. They came to be known as heroes. The heroes experienced unnaturally long lives, persisted for hundreds of years. Eventually, they breathed their last. The power coursing through their blood remained, leaving an indelible mark upon this world. The power passed through the blood winds came to be known as crests. The mystical weapons they once wielded are now called heroes' relics, and so the legend of a new age was born. Descendants of the heroes sought their ancestors' power and thusly their blood. In time, they amassed crests, relics, land, and wealth, using all to set land aflame with war. Goddess's power intended to stem the flow of evil became a tool of destruction, all because of the great beauty of humanity. The goddess created and heartbroken hid herself in the heavens from whence she came.
That's so.
Is that so? Traveler's Journey 1, Traveler's Journey 2, History of Fodland 1, History of Fodland 2. Oh god, is there a second floor? Oh, I can't go up there. The Book of Ceros Protocol. The final eternal commandments. Dare not doubt or deny the power or existence of the goddess. Dare not speak the goddess's name in vain. Dare not disrespect your father, mother, or any who serve the goddess. Dare not abuse the power given to you by the goddess. Dare not harm, kill, lie, or steal unless such acts are committed by the will of the goddess. The goddess cares for and precedes all that is beautiful in this world. The goddess will never deny the splendors of love, affection, joy, peace, faith, kindness, temperaments, modesty, or patience. Follow her example in doing so by her laws.
Professor.
Okay. Where's part 3, 4? Traveler's Journey Issue 1. Record consisting largely of the world outside of Fodland. The author's identity is not known, but they have clearly experienced these places firsthand. Elmira? A great kingdom to the east of Fodland's territory borders that of the Leicester Alliance with the Precipice Mountains, largely known as Fodland's throat, acting as a dividing line. Its people maintain a strong legacy of horsemanship, the Rohan, and relish in the thrill of battle, the Rohan. The vast kingdom is rich in fertile prairies, deserts, and mountain ranges. It's Rohan. Albania? Or Albion. Content to the northwest of Fodland, its frigid climate is home to numerous rare and valuable species of flora and fauna. However, the human population there is extremely small due to the intensive Morphus. Morphus is the name of the metropolis of magic that is southeast of Fodland, as well as the boundless desert that surrounds it. In distance past, it was called the City of Illusion, thanks to the intricate web of trading routes. Rumors of its profound and mysterious magic continue to spread. Digda, a continent to the southwest of Fodland, due to its extreme distance from Fodland, rumors of this relative unknown world are bound. Some claim it's a tropical rainforest, while others insist it's merely a giant frozen plateau. In truth, this vast continent stretches far into the north and south and supports a wide variety of terrain climates. Brigdid, an archipelago nested between Fodland and Digda, is a land of plenty that is often heralded as the perfect union of gentle sea and nature's bounty. Both Fodland and Digda have long vied to claim this territory as their own. Seren was once the name of an enormous peninsula to the north of Fodland. Today, only the northern half has kept the moniker, while the southern half now falls in the dominion of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Warlike clans call this great wasteland their home. Certain areas of this region are comprised of rocky desert. Descartes Peninsula to the north of Fodland and the west of Seren. The people who once inhabited this area were decimated, and it now falls under the dominion of the Kingdom of Fargus. The land boasts nothing noteworthy to make it a desirable travel destination, but rumors of valuable minerals waiting to be unearthed abound. Ogma Mountains, the enormous mountain ranges somewhat south of central Fodland. To the west, it forms the border between the Empire and the Kingdom surrounding Garrigmock and cutting across Empire territory. It is home to many animals and plants that cannot be found elsewhere, as well as a plethora of mining deposits. The history of Fodland, Part 1. Under the tyranny and ruthless sword of the people endured a long period of suffering. The vile Nemesis, who proclaimed himself King of Liberation, delighted more in bloodshed. Rather than rebelling against his persecution, the people of Fodland fell to his depths in a mad scramble to attain power through murder and theft. 41 years before the founding of the Andrestian Empire, Saint Sarah's appeared in the land of Enbar, and through the many unfathomable miracles she performed, spread light across the land. In doing so, she joined the shattered hearts, pierced people, Fodland, who went on to form the Holy Church of Saros. Imperial Year 1, the founding of the Andrestian Empire. In the first year of our calendar, the glorious Andrestian Empire was founded. In the name of its name was gifted by an oracle, and its future blessed by the goddess. Its capital of Enbar was chosen to govern the southern reaches of Fodland, where the divine Saint Saros also lent her power. Imperial Year 32. The warrior heroes Willem Paul Herestevelg of the inaugural Andrestian Empire raised an army in pursuit of the unification of Fodland. With his might, he hunted and destroyed any house's territory that dared to seek more power. Imperial Year 46, the Battle of Gronder. Not Gondor, Gronder. An intense battle erupted on the Gronder field, where the houses that were allied with Nemesis and the Imperial forces of the Andrestian Empire clashed. There, the Imperial forces were victorious. Imperial Year 91. The Battle of Tailtean. The houses that were aligned with Nemesis once again faced off against the Imperial forces. This time at Tailtean, some one to do planes. There, the evil Nemesis finally fell, and the Empire secured a momentous victory. Imperial Year 98. The War of Heroes ends. The successor to the great Emperor Wilhelm, first Lycaon the first, succumbed to the sudden illness. The Empire, which ruled over the majority of Fodland, took this opportunity to put an end to the seemingly endless fighting. History of Jesus Christ, it's 11 pages? That one's only 7. Oh, this is long. I'm sorry for how long this is, but I like my lore. Imperial Year 7, that's the huge step forward. 721, the First Mock War. The Dagdan army invaded from across the sea. Through Imperial forces resisted the attack and drove off the enemy. The land of Mock sustained considerable damage. Imperial Year 728, the invasion of Brigdid. The Empire invaded the Brigdid archipelago, land occupied by allies of Dagda. As penance for their refusal to surrender, the people of Brigdid were relegated to life of imperial subjugation. Imperial Year 731, the invasion of Dagda. With the boon of strong foothold in Brigid, I think I pronounced that wrong, the Empire mounted a large-scale invasion of Dagda. However, the fortunes of the war were not on their side, and their attacks failed. Imperial Year 747, the Fargus Rebellion. Glug, a descendant of one of the houses that first ruled with the Empire, raised an army to demand independence, pulling the land of Fargus into a fierce rebellion. The clash came to be known as the War of the Eagle and the Lion. Imperial Year 751, the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Glug and his resistance army were victorious over the Imperial forces. The Holy Church of Theros mediated between the two, and Fargus secured its hard-won independence as the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Imperial Year 801, the Leicester Rebellion. A rebellion broke out in the Imperial lands of Leicester, which the Imperial army were unable to suppress. The Holy Kingdom viewed the uprising as an opportunity to increase its own political sway, occupied the Leicester region, firmly declared it as the territory of Fargus. Per year 861, Fargus divided. Following the death of King Santa Claus the First, 3 princes became archdukes and split the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, that they may roll over as 3 separate territories. Imperial Year 881, the Crescent Moon War. The Archdual ruling over the Leicester region of the kingdom succumbed to illness. Lords of Leicester lands refused to acknowledge the next Archduke in line, instead plotting to rule jointly as an alliance. Imperial Year 901, the founding of the Leicester Alliance. The Leicester Alliance was officially formed after the subjugation of hostile nobles and the removal of all opposing forces in the region of Fargus. An influential figure from the outset, Duke Regan, was inarguably the heart of the newly formed alliance. Imperial Year 961, the Elmerian invasion. The great eastern nation of Elmeria crossed through Fodland's throat and invaded Alliance territory. The Empire dispatched troops to help conquer this threat, and the attackers were just barely driven off. Imperial Year 1101, construction of Fodland's Locket. To defend against future Elmerian invasions, the Alliance, the Kingdom, and the Empire joined in the efforts and resources to construct the indomitable fort known as Fodland's Locket. Okay, that's everything. Oh my god. Let's do some gardening now. Whew. I'm going to be taking this game so slow if there's stuff like that all the time. And good god, my throat. That was a lot of... That was a lot. Actually, I'm just going to fast travel there. Of, what's it called? Something. Anything beginnings. What's it called? I can't remember. X something. It's not explanation. Yes, I want to do some gardening. bag gardening. You can harvest all kinds of crops. Flowers, for instance, make great gifts. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you give them. Use the plant command to decide which seeds to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more seeds will lead to higher quality. You use the cultivate command to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crop. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you've grown. Plant. Like the amount to use. We like to guess. Attack back when you next explore the monastery on a free day.
My thanks.
Cool. I'll do more farming later. I just wanted to do the quest. Now I need to speak with you. Think. You.
You have helped me so much.
Would be most satisfied by this fish. I'll simply the manager of Richmond Town. Cool. And I can decrease the size of the map. So many. 2 fish saute. Pretty special. Share a meal. I share with a meal with Eldegard. No, let's just have a meal with Eldegard. That'll be my action for the day.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
You're stronger the two. You invited are more motivated. Awesome, that's cool. Faster level up to E. You now have more activity points for exploration. You will now receive more monthly funds for activities. You'll usually want to finish exploring when your activity points run out. Press the L button to do so.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
I'll share me with those. Alright. Awesome. There's no one else I can speak to, I don't think. Nope. I've done everything for the day, so let's proceed. It's Ferdinand's birthday. Sure.
Much appreciated.
You're welcome. Here's a mission. Reveler of the Houses, formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor at this prestigious academy. Students and faculty alike look on with curiosity at as you engage in mock battle between the school's 3 houses. Suggested level 1. And I'm level 1. Deploy for rivalry of the houses. Yes. Forests are not the only terrain to view. Rivalry of the 3 houses. White Cloud Spur.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
Yep.
So confident. This will be interesting. Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way. That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
I like her.
So you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
This
I
was
plan to fight
close.
fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Yes. And the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard, Professor, be careful out there.
I like all of them actually, but I do really like Edelgard. To start combat, first select one of your units by using the A button, then select an enemy with an attack range, highlighted in red. Magic! Magic can provide new means of attack and defense. The unit that has skills, and to a unit that has the skill in its appropriate class. You must equip magic, attack magic in place of a weapon, but you can use assist magic regardless of other equipment. All magic has limited uses. Please replenish it in the battle. The magic your units gain access to is determined by their skill. Study reasons learn black or dark magic. Develop faith to learn white magic. Choose the units option to determine who to send to battle. Press the A button to toggle a unit. The units highlighted in green cannot be excluded. Choose the inventory option to sort items, equip abilities, or combat arts. Assign battalions or change your units' classes. Choose the map option to see the area and the placement of your units. Once your preparations are complete, select fight to begin battle. Regular lance, an axe, training sword. You too, yep, definitely. Bernadetta, Petra. I think that's... I think that's good.
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
Player phase.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Stay focused. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Oh, that's cool.
I will prevail.
As you wish. Battle.
Where are the... Is it just 2 at a time? Okay.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
They all have bows. Wait there, Byleth. Can I attack one of you two? Shoot. Oh, that's Eldegard. I don't know how I didn't notice that.
I must get strong.
Yes.
I've lost? You should be honored. Well done, Deech. I may have to take this seriously after all. Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting.
Okay. Cool. He's almost dead.
If you're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
Sorry, but I ain't going easy. Also, she does a lot of damage. Unless I miss.
How humiliating. I've lost. Only a fool challenges me.
Lost.
Perhaps I should retreat.
You're the one at really low health.
really gonna fight two houses at once?
This is a good opportunity.
Shoot. Not what I wanted to do.
Look at that, a real-life princess.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this would be a bit of a shock, then.
The shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Shoot. Can you throw axes? I think I may have accidentally lost this.
Think this through.
That should get rid of him. Cool.
It's a long road.
I hate losing. I guess...
This might actually work. Yeah, that's going to have to make it. Cool. I'm gonna have to heal her.
I can fight for anything.
If I did this right, I should have basically let them into an ambush. Go for an ambush.
I will prevail.
Do a heavy attack on you. That took 3 from me. I don't have a combat arm. And that put it down to 0. Awesome.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
Let's just move you up. And I'll heal you with
Unexpected.
I don't even need to use combat arms.
Now you know your limits.
Awesome.
Beautiful work, Professor. But the true challenge starts now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ferdinand, you're down. You're going down. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ferdinand.
So shameful.
But I had to have lost one, right? Yep. Holy shit, that is powerful. Thank God he missed. Okay, that'll do it.
Witness my power.
So this did work. My ambush did work. I only lost 1 unit. And he leveled up. Awesome.
This is harder.
I'll get one last attack off. Did you just heal 10? There's no point. I have multiple use. Oh, that did 11. I'm gonna have to vitalize him.
Still unstoppable.
Nope. Alright. Line hurt, level up, awesome.
If only my research had such results.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. But the rest is up to you.
Supper.
Okay, I shall be right back. It is supper time. Yeah, I'll be continuing this for supper. Alright, I'm back. It's just burger and fries, so it's something easy to eat while I'm streaming. I'm going to take this opportunity to do a bunch of healing. Why would I ever discard that?
Be mindful.
I don't want to let anyone get too far ahead. Actually, shit, I should have healed.
As you wish.
This was a healing turn.
Stay focused.
And you don't move very far.
I thank you.
Oh wow. Monster. I might be able to get. Oh wow, did get him this time.
Goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as useless.
Failure is not an option. I must get stronger.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Okay.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise. Yes, it was. Further proof that you are well qualified to guide the Black Eagles.
That was impressive, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhart. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it something I said? Is it so odd me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Jolt trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion. will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garreg Mach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
The special thing is in my head. I call it my conscience. It's a little girl.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You want to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Ganseros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now, a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this is what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
Okay.
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Okay.
Part 1. White clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once loved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailtean and Granda.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission, and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time. The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
You seem well. You adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now. But don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here. Don't let your guard down, ever.
Thank you.
I think I might actually call it here for today. I got quite a bit done. That was a 2-hour-long stream. 122 minutes to be specific. So yeah, I think we're calling it here. I'll save. Part 1, Chapter 2. I did a whole chapter today, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all for watching, and don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not. Tomorrow is my only day off. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. If I do, I'll of course tweet it out and everything. So see you guys then. If I stream tomorrow. Otherwise, see you guys next time.